What's up, guys? Today we're going to be making carbonara, one of my favorite pasta dishes. Carbonara is fairly simple to make. You technically only need 4 ingredients. So we have some organic eggs here. We have guanciale, which is a cured pork jowl. And forgive me if I didn't say that right. And pecorino romano, which is a nice hard cheese, a little more funkier than Parmesan. We have this is a spaghettoni. I think it's a little bit thicker than spaghetti. And then, traditionally you don't usually put onions, but I like it with just a little bit of onion. Let's go. So once you get all the guanciale diced up, we're gonna go right into the pan here to render off the fat. You can add just a touch of oil to speed up it's not necessary, but so we'll just render that off slowly. And don't hate that I'm using the wok. It's actually very efficient to mix your pasta in. Okay, so this is rendering off fairly nice. And if you can see, there's actually a lot of fat in there. So we will remove some of this. But for now, we'll just render them all. Get a nice crispy pork bite. It's like it's almost there. Probably another 3 to 4 minutes. Just trying to flip the raw sides around. So I want to get a fine dice here. Okay, so our next step will be cracking the eggs. I like to keep one whole. Oh shit. And the rest of them, I'm actually going to separate. And we do this to get a richer sauce. So I like to go from shell to, or you can use your hand, but I'm tired of washing my hands. I like to crack from egg to egg. Just try to separate as much white as we can here. And last egg. Technically, I like to put 1 yolk for 1 person. And if you just want it creamier or more rich, you can add some more yolk. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do is grate our cheese, which is gonna be used in our sauce and on top. So I have a rasp here. And I'm literally just going to grate this whole chunk. And all the extras, I can just sprinkle on top or save it for another time. It doesn't taste how it smells until the end, but you see there's like salt pockets in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can mix our eggs until you get them nice and smooth here. Then from there, I'll always add a pinch of salt. Lots of fresh pepper. Get a little. I did about 15 cracks. that in. And then the cheese that we grated, we are going to put most of it in. I'm trying to look for almost like a paste consistency. I never know the actual amount. But I'm going for a thick paste. This looks like it can take more cheese, so I'm just gonna dump the rest of this cheese in. Let's get the edges here. Yeah, I think that's good. With the leftover hot guanciale oil, we're gonna add a little bit to the eggs. And what this is gonna do is temper the eggs so they don't become scrambled eggs right when we cook. And also it's gonna add a little bit more flavor to the sauce. Yeah. Okay, so now that our pasta is cooked, it's al dente. We're gonna finish the cook in this here. Oh, I wanna fry it. So I turn the heat off. And what I'm gonna do is add some of this pasta water. It has a lot of starch. So this will help bind the sauce together. Our eggs, our cheese, just all the fat, it will help make a nice smooth sauce. So I'm just gonna give this first mix here. I'm gonna slowly pour this in, bit by bit. If I weren't stirring this and I just poured it, there's a high chance that I would just be making scrambled eggs. I'm just gonna turn the heat on very low here. Our guanciale can go back in. I'll turn the heat off. And at this point, I'm just gonna taste for salt. It does need a little more salt. And let's grab the pepper quickly. Could still use some pepper. And a little extra cheese. Go for one more taste. Just a touch more salt. Keep the heat on low. All right. Now we can plate. Try plate it here. So, just grab a healthy amount and give it a nice little twirl here. Right on on there. Scoop some of our guanciale. Get some more cheese. Jeez! This is how you make carbonara.